I remember the first time I ever came here. My dad took me to the clock end. The moment that you walk up those stairs and the first time you ever see that Highbury grass, it was just incredible. It's that real kind of Nick Hornby moment. It's just stunning how green the grass is and how a stadium looks when it's just alive. Well, we used to walk here to the games. I used to live over in Essex Road. I was born over in Essex Road, and we used to walk up Newnorth Road and then through Canterbury. And my dad used to bring us here. We used to go to, we used to watch the game at the clock end. But I mean, in those days, it was a lot cheaper than it is now. The refreshments here used to be an old peanut man that used to walk around the ground, and at half time he used to throw you a little packet of peanuts, and then you used to pass down your 10 pence across the crowd, right, back down to him. I think the first game I ever saw here was the Arsenal Fairs Cup on that incredible night when we won. Highbury, the pitch was so much smaller and intense here. It was almost like in my memory that there was the 18-yard box and only a few feet away were the sidelines, because we used to play that kind of closed-in style. That's why this place becomes such a fortress, because it was one of the smallest pitches in the Football League. The years that we were coming here were really successful. We won trophy after trophy, and I always remember, the days after the FA Cup final, that we would all go down to the Highbury corner and wait there and watch the team come round and parade the trophies on the bus. I mean, at the moment those days have disappeared for us. But when Roman was small, I took him down to exactly the same spot on Highbury corner that I used to stand, that my dad used to take me to see the Arsenal team come round the bend on the bus. And I remember saying to him, "That's your team. That's the team you support." My first team here was the 1970s team, obviously, with Charlie George and John Radford, Peter Simpson, Peter Storey, Bertie Mee in charge. I played some fantastic football. I've watched them grow throughout the years and how it changed, and Arsene Wenger coming in 13, 14 years ago and changing the team. I think in the old days we used to be much stronger. There used to be a much stronger spine down the middle. It was more kind of defence orientated with fast wingers, and then like the old-fashioned centre forward. But nowadays it's not. Nowadays it's much prettier football. Is it more exciting? I'm not sure. I think whatever team wins, that's when it's exciting.
George Graham to Bob McNabb right up. Can he turn it back? A good cross there from McNabb. Oh, what a good cross by McNabb. And the goal that Arsenal have fought for. They finally got.
And now we're here at the Emirates. I mean, a lot of people call it the library, and there's a really obvious reason for that. It is quiet, it is like a library sometimes, but it's a great stadium. But all these stadiums have the same problem, they all lack a little bit of atmosphere. But what you lack in the atmosphere, you kind of gain in the football. The current side at the moment, I'm a little bit worried for the current side, because I think as much as the fans expected new signings, I think the side did as well. I think the players actually expected new people coming in. They were convinced that we were going to spend that 70 million the same as we were. I'll tell you what I think is good at the moment in the Arsenal side is that we've got a real good kind of British core to it. We've got Ramsey, we've got Theo, we've got the Ox, and I think it's a little bit of power that we've been lacking in other years. Is the Emirates a fortress? I'm not sure it is. I wish it was. Maybe it is at the start of the season, and we kind of like lose our way halfway down the line. The most important player this year, I reckon, is going to be, well, it has to be Theo. I think he has to step up to the plate this year. Every Arsenal fan has been waiting for him season after season to turn into a man, and I think now is the time. I wished he would play down the middle. That's what I would love to see. But I don't think he is. I think Arsene's going to keep him wide. He'll bring someone else in the middle, or we've got Giroud, which has a great pre-season. But I would still love to see Theo take it on this year and show everyone what he's got. I mean, what is a football team? What does it mean to you? It's a weird one, isn't it? Because, you know, you're obviously removed from that football club, but it becomes part of your family in a way, because, you know, twice a week you sit down in front of the TV, or you come here, or you go to the Emirates, you go to your stadium, and you watch them play, and you become just as involved as sometimes as the people sitting on the bench. I think there's nothing like watching your team on television or in the stands. It's a kind of emotion that you don't find anywhere else. I mean, what other thing in the world makes you jump up and down and shout out loud and hug the person standing next to you? There isn't anything that does that to you, but football does. And that's why we love it. And that's why I love my club. I love Arsenal Football Club. I always will.